Hey everyone, welcome back. Denise Watson here again to talk to you about mindfulness and mindful eating and how it can create the pause between your thoughts and beliefs and emotions and your resulting behavior. It allows us to become aware of what's going on in our head so that we can respond, we can choose a response rather than just react habitually or emotionally to what's going on in that moment. We've already talked about 4 of what I believe are the top practices necessary to live mindfully and eat mindfully. We talked about slowing down. So we live in a fast-paced society where everyone's busy, there's lots to do and lots going on all at once, but just slowing it all down and being present. When you're eating, just eat. Research is showing that all of our multitasking is decreasing our IQ and decreasing our attention span. We now have an average attention span of 8 seconds, which is less than that of a goldfish. We talked about being grateful, so choosing gratitude despite your circumstances. Guilt-free, so eating without guilt so that you're staying out of that stress response in the body, but also not having guilt over things in the past decisions. And today we're going to talk about pleasure. And pleasure is pretty much hardwired into all human beings. We are genetically programmed to seek pleasure and avoid pain. And really, in order for our species to continue on, it involves pleasure. The pleasure of food and of procreating. And when it comes to food, we are seeking the pleasure of food and avoiding the pain of hunger. So the body's pretty amazing. When we eat pleasurably, we get a bump of that endorphin, that feel-good hormone. And this also enhances our digestion by sending blood and oxygen to the digestive system so we can assimilate and metabolize that meal properly. When we don't eat with pleasure, the chemicals that increase our appetite stay active. And so we may have just eaten the most nutritious meal on the planet, but if we weren't truly enjoying it and getting pleasure from it, our brain can still be telling us that we're hungry. We need to get more food. So when we eat pleasurably, a natural, relaxed control of our appetite is what happens. So eat for pleasure. Also in our daily lives, we know what brings us pleasure. But research is showing here that pleasure without purpose and meaning is not going to bring us long-term happiness. So finding what brings you pleasure, but also has intrinsic value, not setting your goals towards the expectations and standards of our society. Those extrinsic goals may not bring us long-term happiness. So find what's personally significant to you and gives you pleasure and has meaning and purpose. So pleasure in food and pleasure in your daily life can enhance not only your physical health, but also your mental health. So we've got 5 under our belts, and the next practical tip is going to kind of roll right from this pleasure and purpose and meaning. So turn in next time and we'll talk about our final tip for mindful eating. Thank you.